One of the biggest concerns RVing in the winter is propane. How do you keep yourself from running out middle of the night? If I run out of propane, my water heater shuts off and that'll lock up and freeze. Ours has a feature that will keep it thawed. On-demand water heater kicks on periodically, circulates the water, fires it up, and makes sure it doesn't freeze down to -4. If I lose propane, I'm gonna have a locked up, frozen up, busted water heater, and that's going to be awful. So today I'm installing 4 sensors so that I can always know my propane readings, and I don't have to worry about how much propane I have when I go to sleep at night. Biggest issue here in the wintertime is checking propane levels before going to sleep. Look, if it's nighttime and it's 21 degrees out here, 0 degrees, -10, I'm not trying to come outside and get out here and be like, how much propane do I have? It's so much easier if I had a Bluetooth device to let me know how much propane I have. Check from inside. Nighttime, I ain't gotta come out here and get all cold. Swapping out tanks. I'm installing these MOPEKA Pro sensors and these little rings. I actually already purchased 2 of these, and they come with these little metal clips right here. The whole idea behind these is when you've got your tank here, the sensor that fits right on the bowl here doesn't have enough clearance to sit there without hitting the ground before your outer ring does. So you throw these guys on here, just like that right there, holding the base ring just a little bit off the ground. The problem is those flimsy little clips, they break easily. So when the guys are refilling my tanks, if they get set on the ground a little too hard anywhere, those are so brittle. I think I got through 1 fill on each before they broke. Then I found this ring that replaces it, made by the same company. It's a shame they don't sell them all together. This is not a sponsored video, by the way. I'm just showing what I bought. To place right here and get you that same effect. So let's check it out. All right, here's my little station with my chalk so I don't roll off the out of my bed here and end up with a real bad situation. This is what came in the case. So these 3 I'm getting rid of. They're not super usable. I'm never going to want to mess with these again. They're very frustrating and go into the trash. So really, essentially, you have 2 things to install, this and this. This thing gets a little bit of dielectric grease slapped on the back. Peel this yellow tape back. Throw some of this sonic grease on there. Let's go. So we're only applying this dielectric grease here to this center black sonar circle. Here we go. And it's got those magnets to hold it in place there. Now we're just gonna take this ring. This will also help prevent against rust damage as well. You can see I'm already starting to rust. These are almost brand new tanks. Probably from the salt in the parking lot at the local store that fills propane, such as life in a snowy state. Right, these are a little bit of a pain to kind of fit around the edge there, but make sure you're firmly pressed onto the ring here all the way around. You should be good. And then the weight of the tank as well when it's full will kind of help with that. Now you got to center this using the app. Press sync. So the painstaking process of getting that centered and calibrated under there is done on 1 tank. Gonna do all 4, so I have 2 in here, 2 for backup. Then I can see my readings everywhere. These are also especially good for keeping the bottom of your tanks from contacting the pavement. Listen to that. I can rock this around and it's not gripping and grinding on the pavement. It also would have prevented this beginning of discoloration and rust. Easy. These are like 11 bucks on Amazon. Link is in my description below. Go get yourself a pair. Okay, all 4 done. I can see all my stuff from inside. Anywhere I am within Bluetooth range, I can read all 4 tanks. It's gonna help me so much when I'm going to sleep and I don't want to come out and check propane. I can kind of gauge and know how to handle it depending on how cold it is that night. That's my #1 thing for you to get yourself squared away with propane in the winter and not have to mess with the levels. I love this. It fits in here with no grinding at all. I can wiggle it around and readjust it. I'm not grinding metal on metal, which I always hate doing with propane tanks. This is so much nicer. There you go. All the labels taken off. That looks much classier now. All 4 sensors on. I can read them all from inside. This is gonna be nice. Let's go have a coffee.